Hey, all you mechanical maniacs, here's Quayzar here, and welcome back to another episode of Rot2Rad. Yes, the GTO, our project GTO, is done. We have got her all together, and we're going to paint her up a nice color here. Now, if you remember, let's see, let's paint this. This is, nice butternut yellow color, right? But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put a livery on it, complete with from RPM Games. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about right here. if you've watched any of my other videos from American Truck Simulator, you know this paint job. So RPM Games was helpful enough to like, hey, Hurst, do you want this? And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So yeah, he put this together for me for the GTO, and there you have it. Wow, that is just amazing. Please hit up RPM Games over there. Subscribe to his channel, definitely, and see some of the great stuff he's been doing. On top of that, I've already put this thing through the dyno, right? So the dyno had it running at let's see here. Factory torque and factory torque, factory torque and factory power here, and this is what we got it measured, 503. So we got it up to 503, 729 foot-pounds in torque, and it looks awesome. This engine looks awesome underneath there, with that yellow, that butternut yellow color. So I like this car so much that I'm going to actually sit it outside of garage door number 2 out here in front. I'm going to keep her right there because I love the way it looks. I just love the way it looks. So yeah, that's going to be like my grocery getter, go get parts kind of car. So I think that's the way it's going to be. All right, so for Rot2Rad, okay, back to what we do here at this channel on this series. All right, so last episode was this beautiful Mustang. Had a few comments on there. I think Christian Down said something about it being a gold member car, which I had to laugh out loud on that, and now I can't unsee that. So for the most part, we had a tie on this. Half of you said to save it, half of you said to sell it. So who was the first one to vote? Drew Racer was the first one to vote, and he voted to save it. Well, I'll say he, but they voted to save it. So guess what I'm going to do? I get to save the Mustang. Very few times I can save that. Or very few times I can say that. So if we get the center off to the parking area, there we go. All right, so she's safe. We got the GTO done. This is one of my project cars that we've been doing. So the GTO is done, and we have an empty garage. What do we need to do now? We need to go get another project. So what is Rot2Rad? Rot2Rad is that I go out to the junkyard, I find something that's rotting out there in the rust and the dust, to bring it back here. I wash it up, I polish it up like polishing a turd, and then make it into something radical. Now, yeah, sometimes it's not as radical as I'd like for it to be, but hey, sometimes they turn out really well. At the end of it all, you get the choice, you get the vote of whether I keep it or I sell it. So yeah, you do have some participation in this, so hang on there. All right, let's go to the junkyard and let's do what we do best and go rummaging through this place, shall we? Alrighty, a little dusty out here. The wind's kicking up a little bit, so let's put our dust masks on. Alright, so like I said, Rot2Rad, we come out here, we find something that's rotten and rusty, take it back to the shop and build it into something radical. And so far, we are not finding a thing out here. That is interesting. Okay, what do we have here? We have a Supra. A Targa Supra. Okay, so maybe now this is a lit edition Toyota Supra. Now that I've done all this and I've got you guys all interested in this, I have to find out one of my rules, per se, is to not build something that I've already built. So with that being said, I have to take a look at my list. I actually keep an Excel spreadsheet, believe it or not. I'm that anal. And to find out if I've got a 2019 Toyota Supra. 2019 Toyota Supra. I've got a 98 Toyota Supra, so we've done that back in episode 6. We did the Toyota Supra KRC, which I see I spelled Toyota wrong on there, so I'll do that. I am not seeing. Yeah, I'm not seeing this. So let's see. I'm to take another quick look through here just to make sure, because I'd hate to build another one and then somebody come in and go, "Hey Hurst, did you know back in episode blah 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 you made one?" I'm like, ah, crap. I should have made better notes or something. But I am not seeing it. Look at the 15,000 miles. That's probably hands down probably going to be our winner chicken dinner right there. So yeah, probably don't have to go too much farther now unless I find a project car in the midst. Have an old Cape. Nothing 35,000 miles. That's one of my rules as well, is I like to keep it under 150,000 miles. So that's, I mean, that Toyota Supra 15,000 miles and it's already in there. That's in bad shape, bro. Looks like we have an Audi. We do have ourselves an Audi at 83,000 miles of 1.8. We haven't done one of those, but 83,000 miles and no. Does not beat the Toyota Supra. That's a Supra, bro. Is that a Supra? Is that a Supra? You've seen the memes, right? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Is that a Supra? Alright, so it looks like we can go back around here. Look at that. 2-3 cars in the bunch and we get a Supra. Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's going to take this back. Trying to think already. What am I going to paint it? What am I going to color it? Look at that. 30,005 and it's worth 30,440. So I'm losing out. 60 bucks. I can easily, watch this. I can easily gain that back. So we're going to throw it in the garage. Let's get there and get started, shall we? All right. Now, got ourselves our Supra. And as it says, it is a lit edition Supra, so we know it's from lit. Let's take this over. Let's clean all the rat feces and anything else that's in here. Yes, I want to wash it. It's in bad shape. What? Periwinkle, what color is that? It looks like it was a green at one time. Okay, let's clean out the interior as well. Alright. Clean this all off. Take the windshield off. Nope, we don't need that. Take the tail light out. I think we are good. Alright, let's send you over to the shop. Let's go ahead and sell off all these pieces, sell the parts. Yes, I'd love to. Thank you very much. Alright, up and away. Now, with these, I love these Supras. What I like the most out of them, I'll tell you what, let's work on the engine. Let's get the engine done first, shall we? It's kind of like, let's switch it up a little bit. And one over there. There we go. No starter on there, so we'll get these out of there. So yeah, I feel like, doing something a little bit different. So this time around we will, typically, I'm always doing the suspension work first and then the body. But this time around now, let's do the engine first, shall we? Another thing I'd like to do is keeping the engine block and the crankshaft. So hopefully we can keep that in here. So let's remove the engine. Let's take this thing. Probably not. It looks like it's in really sad shape, to be honest. Probably not worth the trouble of breaking this thing down, probably. Okay, I gotta take that out. No pistons in it. Yeah, this car's been treated really well for 15,000 miles. We've got to breathe some new life into this thing. Okay, does that come out? Crankshaft is in sad shape. Block is worthwhile keeping, so it looks like we're going to keep the block. And that is the only thing worthwhile keeping. So go figure. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that block back on there. Oops, there we go. Now, what are we going to do with this car? As far as painting it, I need to know just off the top of my head. $5,500 to do the body. This is an expensive car to rebuild. Okay, I think it's a dark green. I think it is. All right, that's fine. That's fine with me. I'm not going to keep it dark green, by the way, but that's okay. All right, so all those pieces are in sad shape. I think, let's see, what do I want to do with the engine? I do want to go... I like it being red. I like it being white, too. What am I going to do with this bad boy? Needs to be something different, because orange and white remind me of Fast and Furious, and I want to try and stay away from that for right now. I think I may just stick with a nice... I think I may go with a black and purple look to it. That might be interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and take this engine block off. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go with the black and purple. If we go black and blue, because that reminds me of that song, Blue on Black, right? Does remind me of that song. But let's see what we can get with the purple haze here. That's more bluish. That's kind of purpley. Really dark though. Okay, let's see if we can lighten this bad boy up. Brightness. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I want a nice bright purple look. Won't go so metallic-y. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's give it, can we go to 75? What does it look like at 75? 75 looks pretty decent. Now, with this type of a paint job, the red is going to look horrible on it, so I have to be careful what I do with the red stuff. I think that's good. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we have here. This is the i6 BU2. So what I want to do is go ahead and go into car parts, engine, type in here BU2. Let's see what I get. Tensioner, yeah. Camshaft, I may get BU2T. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, but I have an infinite amount of money, so I'm going to buy 20 of them. Coils cover, that's good. Crankshaft, that's cool. Head, engine cover. Engine cover. Exhaust manifold, exhaust sauce, fuel rail. Some of this stuff I'm sure. Throttle, cover. I don't think there's a water pump in there, so let's go over here to the tune-up shop. We'll go BU2 here. Get a couple of these cams. Head, exhaust, exhaust, exhaust. That. Don't know which ones I'm going to need, but I'm going to pick up a few anyway. BU2T I think is what I'm going to need. Throttle T. Turbo. Alright. Then we're going to go here. Oh, let's delete that. Nothing in there is going to be a BU2. Alright, now we're going to go with car parts. Get the clutch release bearing. Let's see what we can do with this. This might be okay, it may not be okay. We are not gonna, I don't know what that's going to entail here. Is that going to paint? See now how that looks? Now we're going to go in here. Probably have to bump up the brightness a little bit. That might be okay for now. They're all plastic pieces. All the plastic pieces are always kind of screwy. Try to do that. We'll paint them now. We'll paint them again if we need to. How's that? I don't know if we're going to need to or not. I'm sure we will, because all the plastic pieces, all these pieces just kind of look different. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Let's get ring. Piston rings times 6. Crankshaft bearing cap. I think I need 4 of those, actually. Let's get a 5th one just in case. Cap. So rod cap, 6 of those. Along with that, I'm going to need, thinking here. Let's go over the speed shop. Get I think I'm going to need the pistons and the spark plug. So let's go ahead and pick up a fuel pump while I'm here. Pistons, fuel pump. What else am I going to need? Spark plugs. We're going to get 6 of those. I'm getting the things that I think I'm going to need. I think these are the side. Hang on. These are the side carb. Is it? I think this is the side carb one. So I need the carburetors. Side carburetors. 3 of those. I need 3 of those and 3 of the filters. Which are down here. For whatever reason, they're down here. There we go. So see how that's not going to look really good with the purple, but maybe we'll go back to the stock color yellow ones. We'll see how that goes. All right. So yeah, purple it is. We're going to go black and purple. Interesting. Water pump. Yep. Okay. So I need I4 pump at an oil filter. Okie dokie. Put the pistons in there. So yeah, and all because I don't like the red on there, I may have to make a few modifications to it. So I'm not going to get the maximum horsepower out of this thing as I should. I want some show and some go. Doesn't have to be everything. Yeah, and see, I'm going to have those silly coil packs on there. I didn't need those carburetors. I guess it's a good thing I'm wasting all kinds of money on this. I was thinking of the other engine. There's another one right there. I always miss this one up front. Go, get that. Man, there's a whole lot of these in there. I bought 20. So I knew I was going to have enough. I have a lot to sell back, that's for sure. Okay, so intake manifold. Okay. Won't see any of these pieces, so that's a good thing. Okay, so I've got these covers. Let's go ahead with these exhaust manifold here. Phew, that's a monster. Now, I wonder if that red will be painted. Hang on. So that's one. Let's see here. I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Cancel search. Open my shopping list. I want power steering pump. Yes. Alternator. Yes. Water pump pulley. No. Oil filter. So let's go. Water pump pulley. I4. Okay, and that's blue. So, alright. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can paint the turbo. I doubt that I can. But while I'm over here, I'm going to paint a couple of other pieces. No, I cannot paint the turbo. If I were to paint that, what is it? Oh, the whole thing gets painted. Gotcha. Okay, so that's not good. Oil filter. Even though if I wanted to go purple with it, it gets stupid. So we are going to go with a black gloss. Why not, right? What else? I can't. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. That red's just going to throw my whole engine motif off. The whole black and chrome thing. I'd even paint it black if I could. See, I'd even paint that sucker black. Just really messing me up here. Alright. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to need coil caps. Let's see, are these, I didn't paint these. Should I though? Could. We get those, and I need a fuel filter. The fuel filter, I may not paint the fuel filter. Cam gear times 2. Fuel filter, just going to get a plain fuel filter. What was the other piece I was looking for? Ignition coils. Let's go ahead and jump over to the tune-up shop. Let's get 6 of those. Can't paint these, but it does have a cover on it, so I'm glad of that. Okay. let's find belt. Go ahead and put the fuel filter back there. Okay, the first piece, it doesn't look too bad on there, right? Not looking too shabby. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a roller B. Let's clear the search. Lower piece, all right. It looks a little darker. I guess it's kind of the way you look at it. It's a little bit darker, but not a whole lot. So let's go ahead and grab crankshaft pulley and another roller. Need that. I thought I bought the belt for the 2T. I did. Did that too. Did I get the fan? No, I didn't think I got the fan. Okay, so if I get that, what color is that bad boy? I think it's white, right? Okay, that is going to have to go purple. I'm going to try and paint the other two pieces purple. Oh no, the fan I want to go black. Okay, so this, I want to go purple. This, I'm going to go purple. Fan, I'm going to try and paint that black. All right. I think we have it. We haven't done the lower end yet, but that's okay. So that piece, whoa, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's way too bright. Yeah, no. We need to paint those a little darker. And I thought it did look dark in here. I am surprised. I picked the darker color, didn't I? I did. Alright, so we're going to paint this color, right? And let's go over here. We painted at 75. Let's go 55. Oof. Go 55 on that. All right, now let's try it. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. That still looks bright as hell. Wow. I'm going to have to go darker than that. I'm just going to have to go darker than that. Holy cow. That's just bright as hell. Oh, maybe it's the shop lights. I have no idea. But yeah, that's going to have to go darker. Wow, we're going to go... We'll go 45 with it. Alright, so this may be just testing the waters for the oil pan, because the oil pan is going to be a pain in the ass too. Alright, let's see how this fits in there. Alright, that looks really comparable to what we are looking for, so we're going to stick with that. I could have went easy and just went black. I mean, come on. What is the fun in that? And this cover. See, look at that. That just matches up real nice. Okay, so there we have that all done. I'm not really paying... I hate the idea of the red pieces, and I wish we could paint the red different colors. That would be optimal. I think getting those custom pieces and the red being the central color where you can change it, that would be great. All right, getting this lower end in. We will find out very soon how close I am with the oil pan. Okay. How close am I? Not at all. Okay, so let's go over here. Wow. So let's go with the fully dark purple. There we go. And then we'll go with that. Yeah, that is not cool. Oh, much better. A little darker than I'd want, but I think for the most part it's what I was looking for. Alright, rotate you all the way around. You look pretty good. Alright, let's take you off the stand. Alright, while we have this thing out, let's see, what do we need in here? Okay, first let's go ahead and clear my list. Okay. We're going to need a battery, ABS, radiator, that, we need one of those, ECU, and what, fuse box A. Alright, so let's open the shopping cart. ABS module, nope, I didn't think so. Reservoir, check. Radiator A, check. Power steering reservoir, check. Brake servo, check. Coolant reservoir, check. Medium intercooler, we are going to go someplace else for. ECU, alright. So let's go to the tune-up shop, we'll get the medium intercooler there, right? And then we're going to go to electronics. We're going to get the battery. ABS module. Let's clear the search on that and get that as well. We might as well go ahead and get that. Is that ECU A? Yep. Fuse box A. Module, radiator, reservoir. I think we got it. Okay, so clear search. And then we'll get all these bad boys. Yeah, I think that's all we need, right? So let's go ahead and put the servo in, battery, ECU, power steering, reservoir, windshield washer, radiator. No fan for that. Okay, that works for me. Let's go ahead and take the rest of these pieces out. Then we'll do a little swapperino and put all new parts in here. I always overbuy relays for whatever reason. I just buy a whole bunch of them, especially in this series, because, hey, I can always sell them back. Money is no object. As you can tell, I'm in sandbox mode, so, hey, does not really matter to me. Let's see here. Oh, we want to take that off. Put those back on. Now, is there anything else underneath here that I need? I'm not seeing anything else, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and put the engine in. See how that looks. It's gonna look kind of cool in there. A black car. Yeah, I think we'd be alright. I think we should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna send that away. Alright, let's get rid of our parts. Sell all parts. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Do not want to sell a couple of things. Cooler being one of them. Fuel pump being another one. I didn't have a fuel rail on there. Hang on. Aha! Fuel rail right there. Whew, that would have been ugly. Exhaust systems, the belt. I've already got the caps. I bought way too many of them. Exhaust manifolds. I don't need. I need A or B. I'm not sure which. Let's go ahead and throw you up in the air. We'll figure this out. Front exhaust section. Okay. All right. That works for me. Woohoo! Pretty. All right, we'll get rid of that. All right. And put the medium intercooler in. I love the medium intercoolers. I just love those things. All right. Now that we've got that all done, let's start breaking down the suspension. Man, this is the first time I've not seen a bearing in one. Holy cow. Interesting. Alrighty. No bushings on that side to mess with. Take this all down. Get that. I am moving all over the place here. Okay. Out. Not many pieces to work with on this thing. I'm glad this wasn't like one of the cars that I would have to rebuild in my barn series. Oh my god. This thing's in sad shape. Okay, so I think I've got everything. Alright, now with that being said, let's sort these by name. Alright, I'm actually going to get 4 of those. Hang on, let me take a look at my shopping list here. Let's clear this out first. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Those. 4 of those. Two of those, 1, 2 of those, 2 of those, 1. 8 of those. Wow, I have a lot of missing parts on here. Okay. So how am I going to do this? This is like I've got a ton of missing parts considering how much this car was in the junkyard. I've got a ton of missing parts. So let's go ahead and get, let's see, go back here, all parts, yep, we got it. Brake caliper times 4, cylinder, course times 4. Now the lower A-arms, I'm not sure which ones those are. So I'm going to have to wait. For a view. Go back here. Okay. Disc Finley, disc bed, knock axle cover 2. Front steering knuckle 2. Suspension cross member. Wheel hub times 2. I know I need at least bearings. 2 outer tie rods. And at least 8 rubber bushings, I think. Okay, so let's see. Clear the search. Go suspension only. And get 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 outer tie rods that we know for sure. 2 bearings. 2 caps. I'm not sure if I need A or B, or the upper arm or upper B. I don't think I need either one of those. So if I go back up to the bottom suspension arm, A, B, or C, no idea which one I need. So we are going to just kind of wing it. Go ahead and sell the parts that I don't need. Thank you very much. Might as well sell the shock absorber spring assembly because we're not going to need that. I'm going to try and go with these parts. I'm going to have to go lighter because just the way that, I don't know, the way things are. So I'm going to go definitely lighter with these so you can see the purple come through. If I choose a wheel that you can see it with, that's going to be my next thought process, is trying to figure out what wheel to go on there. I think I have an idea. But I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. Underneath, we want to go, I do want to go with a white shock absorber. Always going white with the shock absorbers, yellow for the springs. So we're going to go yellow, going to go here and here. Paint that all up. Yellow and purple are contrasting, are complementary colors, so that will look good underneath there. Okay, so this, nope. I'm going to go with the medium. I think that's what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Maybe a little bit off from the motor, but we'll see here in a second. No, actually, it looks pretty darn good. All right. We need a sway bar. So let's open this up, get a sway bar going. Go ahead and mount that in there. There we go. The steering knuckle I can't paint. Okay. Can't paint that either. Okay, let's go ahead and put... Now see, it looks really dark over there, really light back there, really dark up here. I have no idea how to judge this whole purple thing. Damn. Alright. See, look, it looks purple. It looks cool. It looks like a good purple. We're gonna use that. We're gonna put this, that on, that on, that on. What? I didn't get any brake pads? Bummer. Okay, lower suspension arm. I need 2 of those. So let's go ahead and get 2 lower suspension arms. Right, and we're going to get Brake pads. ×4. And now I'm going to go paint this lower control arm. The same color. Painted the cross member. It may look a little lighter underneath there, but maybe that's a good thing because it's, you know, it's underneath the car and it's going to give off, it's going to be a little dark underneath there. Put our go. All right, let's go. Yeah, you can't really see the spring in there, can you? That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. Okay, and we need 2 A-links. Could have been B's for all I knew. Okay, so I think we've got enough parts and pieces to get the other side done now. Am I done? Oh, I gotta get that lower control arm in. Looks very bright. But then you come out of that, it looks decent. I mean, the engine's a little darker, but I think that'll be okay. Alright. Let's get the rest of this taken care of here. Oh, what was that all about? Got something. I got some sort of prize. I think it would have been leveled up. I think if I had been counting all these. I don't think anything actually counts in sandbox mode. Like if I buy or sell cars, none of that stuff counts in sandbox mode, which is pretty sad. But I mean, it's kind of a cheater's way of doing things, right? I could go into the salon and buy everything I wanted to, but I don't. So it would have been a cheater's way of doing things, but okay. I really wouldn't think that would have fired off like that, though. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, okay. So yeah, it does look a little brighter than the engine. I was hoping to keep it all in one shot there. Let's go ahead and take a look at some fenders for this thing. Okay, so we have a couple of different fenders. That looks like a wide fender. So let's test these out real quick. Yeah, I think it's going to be that one right there. So that's the one we're going to put on her. All right. The front end. Let's see what we have here. Just a front bumper B, really? Clear search. Front bumper B. Is that the coolest one to put on there? I think probably so, just because of how it's. Well, I like H too, so let's go with H. Let's see how H looks. Does H fit on there? Well, it kind of does. Yeah, I think H. I like the H look. Alright, let's doors and glass. It's a no-brainer. I like that hood. With the headlights. I'm going to try the E's and I'm going to try the B's. Taillights. Try both those. Man, there's so many options here. I'm going to try those. B's and E's, right? E's. I tried those and tried these. I'm going to try the trunk C. Windshield, trunk window, trunk E. Alright, trunk E. That sounds funny. Alright, alright, as far as taillights. Ooh, I kind of like those. So I think I'm going to go with those. As far as the headlights. Yep, I'm thinking I'm liking those. So we're going to go with those. There we go. We lower this down. See, I wanted it as far as... Yeah. I'm liking the way the taillights are on that too. Okay. Alrighty. So far, so good. Let me take a look at... I really don't want the windows in there, to be honest with you. Car part 1, bumper, rear. Okay, let's see what we got here. Car part 1 is the wing. So I think I'm going to stick with the regular wing on it. I think I'm good with that. Let's see. Try 1D just for the giggles. 1H as well. Got the hood, got the bumper. These I'm curious on. Okay, so if I were to put that on there, no, that's not going to work. So I don't like that whatsoever. Have that. It's a little much. What about that one? Kind of subtle, right? I think that's kind of subtle. Ooh, which one did I get? Which one is that? It was B. Okay, so we'll get B. Alright, so we're going to stick that on there. There is going to not be any lights back here. Alright, rear bumper. Let's take a look at the rear bumpers here. You want to go with the rear bumper B. Yep. Going with the wing-a-ding. Let's see what this one looks like. That's a little crazy. What's that one? That's a little bit different. I like that. I don't know if everything's going to fit up quite right, but hey. Now I need mirrors. Mirrors inside windows. So I need those and the mirrors. Right? Right. So, okay, mirrors. are no-brainer. Side windows are no-brainer. Okay. Looks like we got it. Okay. I think we have ourselves a nice winner here. Now look at the wheels on this. This is going to be a little trickier than I thought. Okay, so let's take out that, and that. We're going to go back into here. Open our shopping list. Oh, well, let's clear the shopping list off, shall we? Okay. We want... Nope, we want that. A steering wheel. Shouldn't be a big deal, right? Right. Let's go interiors. Bench Supra. Leather seat Supra. 2 of those. Actually, you know what I want? I think I'm going to clear search. I'm going to try these out. Oof, the red seats are awesome. Look at this. Red leather seats. God, love it. Actually, the DPS seats are pretty cool for this. Let's try a couple of those out just for the giggles. Loving, loving, loving. And as for the steering wheel, I'm going to go with that one, I think. Red leather. It's just freaking beautiful. It's just beautiful. No, oh, back seats are okay. So the back seats comes with the Aston Martin, so that's cool. Implementation of the red seats, absolutely cool. Okay, let's see if these will work in here. Maybe not. They may not work. Interior plus. Let's see if those are probably going to be okay. The bench will be alright back there by itself. Those look alright. I think they might look alright. I'm going to put that steering wheel in. Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, let's crash all the crap we don't need out of here. All these spare parts I bought that I really don't need anymore. There we go. Now you're starting to get the gist of how this car is going to look. Woohoo! Badass. Alright, up in the air we go. Now, how many missing pieces am I going to find in here? Jeez. The whole front end was a wreck. I don't doubt this is going to be a wreck as well, so... Well, it looks like it's pretty much intact. All the rusty parts. Yeah, I got this rear end's all broken down. This is one of my favorite rear ends, just of all the pieces, all the intricate pieces in it. I am missing a couple of bushings back here. Okay, bushing there. Why can't I find one of these in my barn finds, in my barn bargains series? I'd love to be able to take one of these. Okay, so that's done. See, right now I may have to go a little oversized on this. I think they're running 18s on here. I'm going to have to go 20s. Just going to have to go 20s. Go with probably a 25 profile. Alright, people are probably going to scream blasphemy after I get done with this because I think I know what I'm going to do. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Okay, any fuel tank? No fuel tank, so I need a fuel tank right off the bat. So let's sort by name. Thank you very much. Getting rid of that, getting rid of that, getting rid of that, that, and that. These don't need. 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Rubber bushing, small bushing. Excuse me. Alright. The red interior, man. That's just crazy. Rear axle times 2. Rear drive times 2. One. A lot of parts to be painted back here. And I'm going to paint them all just because I need... Oh, I don't need 2 of those. Got in a hurry. Everything's in dual shape, so just kind of got in a hurry. Small rubber bushing, same. Need 8 of those. Spring cap times 2. Sweep bar aim link times 2. 2. Bearing times 2. I think that's it, right? Right. Okay, so let's... okay, let's go ahead and sell parts that are below 84%. Then we need to delete one of the rear axles. Because, yeah, I screwed up on that one. Okay, paint white. Now we get to painstakingly powder coat all of our pieces that are going underneath the rear end. And I powder coat them so it'll last longer. Alright, now for these pieces. Is it that color or that color? I think it was that color. So we're going to go with it. It's going to be the lighter of the colors, definitely. Okay, trailing arms painted. Yeah, this is the one very few times that I'm going to paint all the pieces underneath the rear end. And if you're just joining me in the middle of this and you're trying to figure out why am I painting all this stuff purple, I wanted it to be different than the typical Fast and Furious Supras. So I wanted it to be a little bit different. I wanted it to look a little bit more radical. So that's why we're going with a little bit of a purple look. Okay, there's all those pieces. Rear end is going to be purple. And we got one more piece And we gotta grab ourselves a fuel tank on our way out of here. Alright, let's grab ourselves a fuel tank. Clear search. Go fuel. Fuel tank. Great. Alright, we're out of here. Nothing to assemble. So we get that. Now is the exhaust system under? Yeah, under. So we're gonna put the rear end together first. Looks so bright as compared to the engine. But after you back out of it, it doesn't look so bright. And some look brighter than others. Some pieces look just, I think it's just lighting at this point. So look at that yellow and that purple. Man, that is awesome. Okay, rear wheel hub. Bearing, disc, drive axle. And then this brake calipers always look darker no matter what you do. So yeah, that looks actually pretty awesome back there. Yeah, I got both those, right? Yeah, okay. Time to put this side together. Oh, come on. Clicked on the wrong thing. I wanted the bushing. Man, some of these pieces look so bright. Okay, so that's there, that's there. Got that piece there. Bushing, I forgot about that bushing there. Got bushing here. Ooh, that's the devil of the bushings. And boom. Bearing, brakes, drive axle. All right, so now I need the exhaust system. What is the exhaust system here? Catalytic converter, middle muffler, exhaust pipe, rear muffler, V8. Easy peasy, right? Right. Open our shopping list. Catalytic converter, middle muffler, exhaust pipe, all of which are tunable parts, so that's nice. It's done, 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 and done. All right. Transmission is next. And I'm going to need a starter. So, here, gearbox. Not sure which starter I'm going to need, actually. So what I'm going to do is probably just get both. Get the starter V8. I'll get them both, so I'm just not coming back in here. Starter, regular old starter. Okay, is that all I need? Need a drive shaft. Need a drive shaft. All right. You are all bolted up, my friend. Now time for some wheels and tires. Let me clean out my inventory here. Now these are running, oh, they're running 19s on here. Okay, so let's run some 19s on here. Pretty good choice of wheels on here. I like that. 255s on the back though. I think we can do better. So let's go ahead and look at some rims. Wanting to be totally different, I'm liking the idea of one of two rims, either the 370Z rims or the Jaguar rims. I like them both, especially on this car because I'm going to go black with it. So I think Nissan rims will probably look. I want to keep the red at a minimum on here. So I think I'm going to go with the Nissan rims, and we're going to go all four. I'm going to go with a 20-inch rim. All right, on the back, I'm going to go with my favorite race tire. No, actually, let's not. Let's go with a sport tire. I'm gonna go 2 on the back, 20, the 255, right? So let's go with a 285, 285/30. Let's see how that plays out. Don't know if that's going to look okay. So maybe not on the first shot this time around. I did get them. It was nice to get those back a couple episodes ago. Just to get it on the first shot. That was nice. I liked it. It's like a real guessing game to try to figure out. Yeah, Nissan wheels on a Supra. I guess people are going to scream at me for that. So yeah, that's sticking out just a little far, I think. Let me lower it down here. I like the look of it for sure. The purple underneath there. Man, I think I need to go just a little bit smaller with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and separate that. What tire did I have? 285/30. So let's go with the 285, right? So we'll go with the 275/30. Yeah. What do we have on it? Was it a 35? It was a 30. Okay. So we're trying to go just a little bit wider. So let's get rid of the 85s. Alright, so this should do it. We knocked it down 10 millimeters. It may stick out a little bit, but I think we'll be okay with that. Alright, so with the 275, yeah, I think we are good there. so 275 there. Okay, so for the back, or for the front, let's see here. I want to go with the sport tire. I'm going to go 2. These will be also 20-inch. We might go with a 255. Let's go with a 35. Because that's really low. We will try this on the front. What I don't want is like the sidewall up front looking thicker than the sidewall on the back. So let me do a quick comparison real quick. Okay. Okay. I think we're all right as far as size-wise concerned. I think we're okay. I probably could have gone a little bit wider on it, but I think I'm okay with that. All right. One more balancing act. Now what I want to do is put the license plate on the back of it. My signature license plate. And I think what I want to do is actually remove the windows, the side windows. I'm going to tint the windows. Let me take out the windshield. And what I want to go is completely dark. Uh, 85, go 80%. Okay. Add the windshield back in. There we go. And actually what I'm thinking about doing is just removing these windows. There we go. I think it just gives it a little bit more. Now I know it's not gonna, for the sake of the car, the body's 100%. But let's see if I make sure I've got everything on it besides the windows. Yeah, just the windows. How much is this car worth? Almost. Holy cow, almost. Okay, if I put the windows back on it, how much is this stupid thing worth? Keeps its tint, that's nice. Okay, so now what is it worth? 532. Look at that crap. Holy cow. All right, so all right, let's we need to do this. We need to fill up all the fluids and prep this thing for the dyno. Yeah, if those red pieces could be painted, that would be awesome. Got that. Need that. And oil. Yeah, that fan being white underneath there, that just would not look good. And oil. Suspension is a little bit lighter than the engine, but oh well. I think we're good with that. But I mean, that actually pops. Those calipers really pop through there. Alright, let's go send her over to the test path. Let's get things lined up for her. Hey, look at that. The rear one was already in sync. That was a first. My headlights, I knew my headlights were going to be in bad shape. There we go. Now we're going to head over to the spray booth. And this is where the magic's going to happen, right here. We're going to spray out. We're going to keep you current. We're not going to go gloss. What we're going to do is we're going to go chrome. Now, why do you go black chrome? Because black chrome has this liquid look to it. Now, the chrome colors really have this nice deep shine to them if they're dark. You don't want to do anything light because it looks too chromy, but the darker colors, like if I were to go to a darker purple, right, or real super, see, that looks blue, that looks purple. Let me show you. So let's go like a real deep purple, right? That is chrome. It really makes it like nice and light. Which, you know what, now that I see this, black looks good, but this deep purple looks even better. It has a little bit of contrast with the all the way around. Let me paint this because I can. Let me pop the hood on it and see what we look like here. Deep purple. I think deep purple. I mean, I think deep purple. I think of this band Deep Purple. So hey, I think that's going to be our color. I really, at the very last minute, I really changed my mind on it. So that's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and do a dyno run and see what we get. Ooh, 935 horsepower, 931 foot-pounds of torque. Man, very close to 1,000. I think if I would have 3-starred these parts, I may have hit 1,000. So there we have it. Put you out in front of the garage. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now you tell me what to do with it. Should we save it or do we sell it? Ooh, man, this is just that dark purple color really pops out, and the seats actually laid in there pretty good, so I like that. I like the way those laid out. All right, so again, it's up to you guys. Should I save it or do I sell it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging with me. I really appreciate it. I love doing these cars. It's just a blast for me. So until the next time, you guys keep customizing your cars. Keep posting those pictures over on the Facebook page. I love seeing them. And I will see you later. Until the next time, this is Quayzar saying good night, everyone. And I am out.